All right, so we've been kind of quiet on the Duster recently, mostly because we haven't really had time to work on it the way we wanted to. The car got here after Rudy's and we were hoping to jump right on it, but with the way spring went, we had customer projects we had to get done and just weren't able to get to it. So the plan right now is we have a date at Modern July 10th to get the harness installed, and then hopefully within a week the harness will be on it and all the electrical components are going to be ready to do systems tests, and then the goal is to go straight to their hub dyno from there. So hopefully we can get all the systems worked out and be ready to go testing by mid to end of July. Currently we're working on getting all of the turbo plumbing done. Ended up doing a couple of changes on the turbo. We were going to try to leave all of that stuff alone, but we decided we're going to go ahead and bite the bullet and put the E-gate on it right away. If you see here, we ended up taking our two conventional gates out and putting in a port for the single E-gate, and that's a butterfly style wastegate, so you can flow a lot more with it. And with that E-gate we should have a lot better control. We can control it with either shaft speed or boost or pretty much any parameter that we want to from the Bosch. So that should be a new toy to play with. Should give us more tools as far as keeping the turbo right where we need it, making as much power as possible without overspeeding it. So that should be really cool. Working on plumbing, it's just the lines are never ending on that, and then just kind of working through some different stuff, you know, fitment issues, just getting everything lined out. So hopefully here in the next week or two we can have this thing a lot closer to buttoned up. We ended up pulled the front wheels off, had a little bit of front wheel seal stuff that wasn't quite sorted out yet. Still need to mount nitrous solenoids. It's one of the next things we'll need to do to get all the nitrous plumbing going. Coming in here to the inside of the car, the transmission, we went with the 5-speed Liberty on the quick drive, and so that's all new to us, but there's a good bit of air, like all of that is air shifted, so we need to get air supplied to that. We've got some different regulators and solenoids and stuff. Some of that we're going to be relying on Reese Brothers or somebody that knows the Liberty a lot better than us to get some of that stuff figured out, but just have to get all the plumbing done on the inside of the car as well. So we've got that all planned out. We just need to get the hoses run, and should be fairly straightforward on that. Moving on to the back of the car, we ended up, we had to change out wheel centers to get another 1/2 inch of clearance. We were getting some rubbage from the tire to the shock. Then we also put in an offset shock set, lower shock mount to move the shock in a little bit. So we did that, and while we're doing that we ended up breaking the wheels down, and we're going to add a little bit of black to the bead lock ring and to the centers just to give it a little bit of color. So that's kind of where we're at on this thing, and hopefully we can get it wrapped up here in the near future.